Hi, I want to introduce you to the Peace Superheroes, a digital game that teaches peace building and conflict resolution skills to teenagers in a fun and engaging way. In fact, our vision for the Peace Superheroes is that players don't even realize that they're learning about peace building because they're so enthralled in the game and the characters, yet they are in fact acquiring highly relevant and applicable skills to transform conflict that they encounter at home, at school, and in the world around them. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Marianne Perez de Francis, and I'm the founder of a website called Peace is Sexy, on which I collect stories that show how peace is sexy, possible, profitable, and fun. I highlight real-life people and organizations who are doing amazing work, but whose stories are just not being told. Instead, in the mainstream media, the focus is always on violence, conflict, and competition. I'm also the mom of this little guy, and so I've become acutely aware of how much violence appears in kids' media, even for kids his age. I've been looking at stuff in English, in French, in Spanish, in Portuguese, even in Swedish, and I haven't found anything that's really cool and yet really good at modeling relevant peace-building skills. So what I've decided to do is to take the stories from Peace is Sexy, fictionalize them, and use them as the basis for the Peace Superheroes digital game. It would allow players to work on their conflict resolution skills whenever and wherever they want to, improving them in order to deal with more and more complex situations, learn skills that are directly applicable to their daily lives, and allow them to become role models for their peers by sharing the game with them and transferring all the benefits. The funding from this grant will go towards creating a prototype for Peace Superheroes digital game, which will bring together the latest research in terms of media-directed behavior change, expertise from the field of peace building, and high-quality game design. In the Peace Superheroes, players will be confronted with real-life characters and real-life conflicts, like bullying, fighting amongst family members, seeing violence in the news, and will be challenged to find nonviolent ways to engage with them. They will be able to access the Peace Superhero characters, lifelike people with superpowers, in order to learn skills and tools which may be helpful in positively transforming the conflicts. And in some situations, players will necessarily need to collaborate with one or more of the Peace Superheroes in order to achieve success. Superpowers that the game will teach include dialogue facilitation, compassion, interpositioning, empathic listening, conflict analysis, reconciliation, emotional intelligence, cross-cultural communication, tolerance, and creative thinking. And players will have access to various cool gadgets like an invisibility cloak, a truth-reflecting mirror, teleportation, a judgment zapper, a needs assessment barometer, a sustainability evaluator, natural resources, among so many other cool things. By giving players a safe space in which to try out and practice nonviolent behaviors, the aim is to reduce the risk of implementing this behavior in real life, thus turning players into agents for positive change for themselves, their families, and their communities. By tracking players' interactions with the games, we can fine-tune it and dynamically enhance it to improve the learning of certain behaviors. My hope is that by the time this guy gets his first piece of digital technology, he'll have a peace-building game like the Peace Superheroes to play on it, and that he and his friends will think it's the coolest game ever. So let's make this happen. Peace on.